again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw is Ryan. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Hey, Tuesday. Left. Check. Crunch. Get up.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Go.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb from 19 yards away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Get up!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left sideline incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Get up! Let's go!
Second and 10 now. Ryan. This throw caught around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 34 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And he puts it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Going deep for Montgomery. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
The left side completion to Jones. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Hurry up. Zoom.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Over here.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Jumbo! We are going.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, Liz. That's fine, yeah. Look at this.
Now Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Over here.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Going deep for Montgomery. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, express. You got tight right there. 54, south. Mike's 4-2. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now Ryan on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Hey, South! 21! Hey, South! There we go!
Here's Ryan to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Get up!
Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have broken our tie. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 45 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite lineman.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Let's go. Get out. Wait. Go. Space. Let him go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And now running right through it. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Flushed out right. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Ryan. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short, and he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The drive will start with a carry by Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Josh Jones in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Get up!
On third down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Rodgers now looking to throw on second down. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Get out! Wait!
A handoff. Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, let's go! Hey, let's go!
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
There we go. Let's go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
This is Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw